Hey, it's Stephanie Ferrara, your Empowered Creativity Coach. Welcome to the Empowered Creativity Show. As a project manager in the corporate world, I grew to a point where I knew that I was born for more and I needed to get out. After an accident in 2017, I had my chance. As a Christ-centered business coach, I help women in the early stages of their coaching practice build group coaching programs and online courses for increased profit and impact. Hey, Stephanie Farrar, your Empowered Creativity Coach. Today, I'm talking about consistency in your business and how that leads to more sales and more visibility. The first thing I want to mention is why it's so important to be consistent. When you are trying to build your business, when you're just getting started, the main thing you're really trying to do is become known for that thing you do. Right? You want people to think about you when they need you. And the only way they're going to do that is if they know what you do. And this is what trips a lot of people up right at the beginning is they don't know what to say. They don't know how to do videos on social, or what do I send in an email list? Oh, wait, I don't even have an email list. So where do I begin? You've got to begin to build your audience. And consistency is what's going to build your audience. Before you can sell your first product, you've got to have people to sell to. And the important thing there is getting known for that thing you do. When you are consistent in posting on social media, and not just posting quotes and happy things and selfies, but the content, the actual words you're going to put out there, the videos. If you're not ready for video, then make sure that you're posting something engaging and that it's something that is going to add value to your ideal client. So everything that you post on social, every email that you write has to have been written with your ideal client in mind. Is it something that's going to encourage them? Is it something that's going to educate them? Is it something that is going to inspire them? Is it something that is going to stop some type of pain that they are having? Is it something that is going to tell them why you're an expert? And I don't mean like tooting your horn, but sharing some type of value with them that makes that attractive to them, right? That makes you attractive to them and makes them think, she knows a lot about that, okay? So you've got to bring content that is going to help build your credibility and your visibility. For me, I've got my Nail Your Niche Quick Start Guide. And that is something that I can write a post about the importance of really defining your niche, getting narrow in your niche, how that benefits your business, and then say, hey, go grab my Quick Start Guide and start narrowing your niche right now. And then have a link to that Quick Start Guide. One of my other ones is uncovering hidden fears. So the post would be about some type of fear. Maybe I detail some type of specific fear that I see my clients having to break through in their business, and talk about that fear, and then say, hey, if you feel like this is something that you're struggling with, go grab my Uncovering Hidden Fears journal and start working through your fears now so that you can achieve the success that you want in your business, right? Those are two examples of that. The content itself, what's in the message or the post itself, is beneficial. And then I've given them that next step. If you want to go a little further with this, here's how. And sometimes that little further is, like I said, it's, DM me and let's have a talk. Let's chat through what that thing is, or how this impacted you, or where you need more help in this area. And sometimes it's just going to get your freebie, or sometimes it's asking a question. Those are ways to get that engagement. But the big thing is around being consistent, and that's what I want to talk about. So one, you've got to know what type, you've got to know who you're talking to, and who your ideal client is, because that's who you're talking to. You've got to know what type of posts are going to be most beneficial to them, not fluff posts, but what's really going to encourage them, inspire them, teach them, educate, coach them, or encourage them to reach out to you. And then you need to make sure that some of those posts as well are selling your product. They need to know what you have. And they may not buy directly from that post initially, but you need to be promoting your product so that when they are ready for it, then they remember you and they say, oh, I remember she had that thing that I need. I'm going to go buy that now. Right. So she's looked at it. They've done the research. A lot of people do, kind of tag. I know I do. There are things that I'm not quite ready to buy it now, but I know that there is a time. And so I actually have a note on my computer where it's like, hey, I liked this course. And so at the right time, I may go buy that course. So don't forget about that there are people who plan ahead, or they know they're not ready yet, but they're going to keep you in mind. But if you're not consistent, if you're not promoting your product, if you're not talking about what you do, and you're just posting pictures of your dog, maybe a selfie here and there with some cute quote, or you're posting, like I know I post scripture or quotes here and there. And those are important things. Those are things that people do like. And for me, it's a quote usually that has encouraged me, or it is a scripture that has encouraged me. And so I want to share that with my audience. And those are things that you definitely want to do, and you want to cycle through those. The big thing is consistency. So you want to make sure you're posting, at least once a day on your favorite channel. Some social media channels like a little bit more posting. Some of them once or twice a day is just fine. So it doesn't have to be anything that's taking tons of time either. And you can always schedule this stuff so that you can batch that content creation, batch it up, plan it out for the week, and schedule it. And then the other thing is on consistency. When you do have an email list, you've started to build that email list, you need to be emailing them consistently. So that may be once a week. It may be twice a week. Find a schedule and stick to it. That I know is one of the hardest things, because you want to deliver value. And so in the beginning, it might be that it's every 2 weeks. Do something. The biggest way that I have found to stay consistent with that, especially with new subscribers, is I have planned out what's called a nurture sequence. And that nurture sequence is automated. It is on a schedule. When you sign up for one of my freebies, you get an email immediately with the link to the freebie. And then for the next few days, and it may be every other day, it depends on which one, but for the next few days, you're going to get a defined email that goes with that freebie. And it just encourages you to do the work within the freebie, whatever that freebie is, to actually take action on it, because just getting the freebie does nothing. It's just junk in your email. But if you take action on it, then that makes a difference. So I want to show up in your email box and encourage you to take action. But that is a way of me being consistent in showing up for you as well. And then once you're done with the 3 to 5 emails that go with that freebie, then I have a second sequence that's my nurture sequence that goes out weekly from that point on for about 3 months. And I've done that on purpose so that I don't feel as pressured to have to come up with brand new content every week. My new people are getting something every week that is definitely of value. And that's actually like kind of a devotional content or for your business that goes out over that next couple months. And then you get emails from me at least weekly for my Empowered Creativity show and the new one that has been published. So you get an email about that as well. All of these things are just me showing up consistently for you to help serve you. And that's what you need to be doing for your clients as well. And that's what's going to build that likability. It's going to build that trust that you're there, you're sticking around. You didn't just deliver a freebie and bolt. They know how to find you again when they're ready. And it just helps to stay engaged with you. I love it when I receive emails back, when somebody actually hits reply on one of my emails and lets me know that that's exactly what they needed to hear for that day, that it was encouraging, or that they really learned something from that, and it was really what they needed for that day, for that moment. And that just lifts me up, and it's so exciting to receive those emails. So if you've ever felt like you wanted to hit reply and you didn't, please do. I do read them and I always respond. And just know that like at any time you can reply to any of my emails. If you have a prayer request, just hit reply and say, Stephanie, I really need some prayer around this, and I will join you in that prayer. That's one of my most favorite things to do. So I hope this was helpful for you around creating consistency in your business. It's these consistent things that are going to help build your audience, and they're going to help then create the ability for you to sell your product later, because you have people who are following you. They want to hear from you. They have not unsubscribed from your email list. So they want to hear from you, and don't think that they don't. That they may not open every email, but they haven't unsubscribed, and take that as your cue that they still want to hear from you. But consistency is what's going to help really build the trust, so that when they're ready to buy your product, your service, your coaching, whatever that is, they know how to find you because you're in their email box, and they know you're still there, and they're able to find you to buy when they're ready. And as I mentioned, one of the biggest things that really holds people up from doing this type of work consistently, the emails, the videos, the social media posts, is a fear of being seen. I'd love to help you work through that fear. So go download my Uncovering Hidden Fears journal right now at empowercreativitycoach.com.